For those of you who don't get it right away, that's okay. I didn't either, and it took me a second. And I'm going to get to that almost right away, and I hope you just stick around to see how this project turned out, because I think they turned out amazing. All right, so let's get into it. Well, we all know that you take and you turn things on a lathe, right? That's pretty standard. But did you see that last part? That's called facing. Now, when you face a part, you flatten the end of it. Well, what is a die? It's 6 flat things. So if we take that cylinder we just made and flip it around, now we got 2 parallel sides. Well, what is a die? Well, it's 3 parallel sides. So now the difficulty becomes in how do we get those other sides on there? The answer is actually pretty simple. We get a 4-jaw chuck, and this can hold odd parts that a 3-jaw can't, and we simply turn the part on its side. Now we can make a third face that's flat, and it's at a 90 degree to the other ones, and now all we have to do is make that parallel, and you guessed it, rinse and repeat one more time. Now that's not clearly all that there is to making these dies, so let's get to it. Now I did separate the two with this tool, but if you're wondering why I'm not going to do it again and I'm going to fight through trying to use a parting tool, well, that's because it doesn't quite reach where I need to back in here. So yeah, it would have been nice if I put this over here. Maybe I'll move that later. That's a nice surface finish. Quite like that. I gotta sit here and do this the whole time. This part is going to take forever, so I'm going to put on a movie and just enjoy the process. One of the imperfections that happens, at least with my lathe, is as this is turning, the tool starts cutting here, and since it's a fresh cut it can dig in, but then that pressure builds up and it gets a little thinner. So then it creates a whole bunch of marks all along here, and here. And that's for each side. Let me see if I can show you them a little bit better. So you can probably see them now. They're all through here. So I'm sanding them down as much as I can. I'm probably not going to get rid of them completely. I'll be sanding the corners off a little bit, and if there's a little bit left over, I'm okay with that because of the fact it's character. It shows how it was made. I'm not trying to get these perfect. I'm just trying to get them neat. There you can see one that's really bad. I did tighten up my lathe after a little bit and made them a little bit better, but this is one of the first ones, so it's the worst. But yeah, time to watch a movie. Now, I'm going to stand you up on the edge to get the corners. Then I'm going to stand you on the corner and get the corners. By the way, I have a little piece of shop towel under here, so that way it makes it a little softer. That way it makes the corners a little bit more rounder, a little nicer. I take that back. I found this to be a little easier. No matter what, it's really time consuming. very good about making projects out of projects. So essentially all this is a speed controller with a battery adjustable, and then I got some soft fabric on here so that way I can buff. So let's buff. I'm gonna be at this for a very long time. I gotta get a bunch of that out. But yeah, there's the difference. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this project and maybe you learned something new. And if anything else, it was fun for me to make. And I really love how these turned out. They turned out amazing. Yes, they're less functional. They're more of ornamental because of the fact they are ridiculously heavy. These will just destroy your countertop. But they also smudge really easy. So they're really ornamental more than anything else. But I got a spare one and I know just what I'm going to do with it. So till next time, keep creating.